So I decided to record this because there isn't really, like, if you find the forums, you figure out, but there isn't really a YouTube video on how to do this. So what I'm going to be doing is throwing a D2 mirror in a D1, because the D1s often leak just like that. And I'm going to show you how to wire it up so that everything works. This off, you actually have to push up. Was it up or down? I think it was up or down. Either way, you either push up or down. I don't remember how I cut that off. Well, once it slides, you can undo it. And then I am going to cut these wires. I'm going to wire it, and then I'm going to leave it dangling like this so you guys can see which wires go to what. All right, so here you have it. You see I have ignition on. There is the display. I'm going to show you the wiring right now. If you have the harness like I do, this piece, then it's going to be gray. That's kind of hard to see. It's going to be gray to green, brown, black to black, and then white to green white. I'll go through that one more time. That is gray to green brown, black to black, white to green white. Once you have everything connected, you want to grab your mirror, make sure that you get the compass on there, but then you also want to make sure that the dimming feature works. So back there, there's a sensor right there. What I'm going to do is cover that sensor up. You see how it dims, and then we're going to uncover it. And it should come back. There we go. And it's back. Now I'm gonna mount this up, and then I will show you guys, or actually before I do that, here is, if you don't have the harness, here's what the wires are down here. So you have the black is going to the brown, the green white is going to the red, and the brown green is going to the gray. So if you're hooking up straight to here, that's how you have to wire it. And there it is. So the before and after. Turn this on. Northwest. I think that's off. So if you install your mirror and you notice that you have the wrong direction there, or the compass is wrong, there's a tiny little button, or there's a little hole with a button in it that you press. It's gonna give you the C. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. But once you have the C, you go drive in circles twice. Next is gonna be this guy. Problem is, it doesn't latch. So we're gonna go ahead and replace it with this one, also from a D2. This is pretty easy to do. There's 4 screws right there. Out, install them onto this one, and screw everything into the base. There's a new one in. As it turns out, this wasn't the problem. Well, it is the problem. It's half the problem. The other half is, I believe, here. I think there's supposed to be some sort of a receiver there. I will have to keep an eye out for that little piece. So you see I got the old pieces off. Mine didn't have any speakers. When I got it, we got a replacement set here, along with a replacement set of this. So my amplifier is bypassed, so I don't have an amplifier in here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to wire this. All right. First, got to find some wires. So actually, before I do the speaker, I'm going to replace this cargo. Obviously it's shattered. I got one also from a D2 right here. So I'm actually going to knock that out. First thing you do is take this screw off. If you have this grab handle, you take those two bolts off, and then this thing just pops off all the way around. You want to grab yourself something like a 4140 or something and just start prying. All right, so once you pop that off, you hit these screws, undo them, put the new one on, and then tighten it back up. There's the old one and all the pieces. So time to throw this back on. Much better. All right, so in order to wire these up, right, the amp is bypassed under the seat. So what I am going to do is I'm going to tie the left speaker to the left side, which is on the orange and black with orange and black with yellow. So I'm actually going to use the yellows for that. And what I mean is, by my amp is bypassed, I mean it's bypassed, it's gone. I didn't do this necessarily, but I did find the yellows here and the oranges here. So I need to tie these with these. Actually, they're right next to each other. These with these. I need to find out which one's positive, which one's negative, do all that. I did read the ohms, and we should be okay to stack them. But I'm gonna get this hooked up and then we'll see how this goes. All right, we're all done. I gotta say, even the factory speakers in here made a giant difference. Giant difference in the stereo system. You get a little bit more bass, it sounds louder. It is. Now I know why they put 6.5s in the back. But yeah, looks like we're done with the tailgate.